Greetings and welcome to. Oh, she says it's the wrong channel. In that case, hello there, ladies, gentlemen, and unicorns. I welcome you to a let's play of my own game after playing all your great games for Ludum Dare 43. I thought it would be interesting to show you what I came up with, and it's not that much, but I'm still quite happy with how it turned out. Also, if you're interested in how I made this game, I will put up on my other channel, that is Pixel Prophecy, if you don't know. I will put up a code review of the Twine code for making this game, because all my code reviews go up on that channel. With that being said, let's dive right into the Sacrificial Trail. Spoiler alert, there won't be any graphics or music, at least in the jam version. I also made a post-jam version, which we also going to play, because I think this one will be more interesting than the jam version, to be frank. But still, I want to showcase both of them. Okay, the Sacrificial Trail is a roguelike survival game, much like it's inspired by the Oregon Trail, and it casts you in the role of a mysterious driver. As many games, I think this one is also in part based on my personal experiences, because I like to drive around a lot. And usually in Upper Austria, just sometimes, it's been a while since the last time I did it, but just to clear my mind and without thinking or being concerned with anything else, I just get in my car and drive around and look at the scenery, sometimes for hours. So this is what inspired this game in part. So the game casts you in the role of a mysterious driver who has to make it to a certain place within a certain allotted time without falling asleep. And then there's this strange unicorn. Well, what's up with that? So there are 6 different endings, there are no graphics, and version 1.0 is horribly bugged because there's a game-breaking bug towards the end. Because of course there is. I didn't have time to do some proper testing, and even after I fixed it, I broke some other things. You know how it goes. So we're going to play version 1.02, which also has fixed the brain fart code for sacrifice handling, because the game is all about making sacrifices, and when the sacrifices are not being counted properly, well, it sucks. So the game is a Twine game, like I said, and if you're interested in the programming side, head over to Pixel Prophecy, where I will be posting the code review shortly after this video, probably, where I'll be recording it. Okay, so I'm very happy, incredibly happy with the results. I never thought I would manage to rank in the top 100 overall for this little text game, and I don't know why I got 38 in mood, because there's no sound, it's just the writing, and I think it's not that good. So thanks everyone who gave me such a great rating, but yeah, I don't think I quite deserve it, at least not for this version. And like with all my games, they're not very fun. I don't know how to make fun games. I know to make how to make moody games, but not how to make fun games. So thank you still for ranking me this high in fun. Okay, let's have a look at version 1.02 then. You play it in your browser, which is very nice, because you don't have to install anything, download anything, and you can even play it on your phone if you want to. But first, before we do anything, there's one important thing: coffee. Let's have a sip of coffee. So good. This is my new favorite coffee cup. It's a kitty cup. And look at this. This is the kitty's tail there. It's really cute. The Sacrificial Trail. Just here a changelog, and let's begin. Let me narrate here. I'm still not too happy with the text and the writing here. There's a lot of things that I would do differently if I just would go over it and spend a day just editing and condensing it. Never mind. Let's just go for it. Darkness, all engulfing darkness. A person you've known for all of your life switches on the lights in the dingy garage. You see the family van, beat up and full of character. It's time. The person next to you says, "You know. You've known when the evil creatures of the forest came closer and closer to the houses every night, when it wasn't safe anymore to travel without a gun. You've known since you've learned about your family's importance. Something pokes you on the side. It's a few bills of money. Just take it already. It's 220 euros we collected for you. Put it in your pocket. The person pats your shoulder and casts a last mournful smile at you. We count on you, kid. The tank is half full and there are 2 cans of coffee in the glove compartment. It's not much, but, well, good luck. You thank them and get into the car. It's dark and cold outside. You switch on the headlights and glance at your watch. You still got 183 minutes left. With a last glance in the rear view mirror, you leave the family. Why did I write this? Probably because I never intended to speak it out loud. With a last glance in the rear view mirror, you leave the familiarity behind. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for breaking the mood. Now it's only you and the road, and your goal is 241 kilometers north. Don't look back. So we are here at the map screen, and it just tells you how far you have to go and how much time you still have left. Those are random values, of course, within a range, but the game is, just make it to your destination without running out of your resources, much like the Oregon Trail. So you can switch your pace here. I'm not too happy with how this works out, because if you don't know that you can click this, the radio button here is very small. So you can't really, it's not very intuitive. So you have to choose one road you want to go on. And all you need to know, because this is of my lacking in time and programming, is each road has a couple of properties. That is the condition, the inclination, and the length, and they all play together in how much you fatigue and how long it takes you and how much gasoline you will use up. So the point is to always pick the road in the best condition. That's hopefully just a decline. And if it's a steep decline, you might even save a little bit of gasoline. So since the road is fine and there's a steep decline and it's 21 kilometers, you know what? Let's go steady on road B. This is the travel screen, and it just, this is just an information how long it took you, how much you spent, and how much fatigue it cost you. By the way, in this version, if your fatigue reaches 100 or more, it's game over. So we've had the map screen, the travel screen. Now we're here at the arrival screen, just telling me how much we still need to cover and what we have in our inventory and how much fatigue I feel. Because right now we're then at the rest stage where we can visit the shop or not. Will you buy something? Yes. The Pub and Go shop says that there are some goods for sale. Again, here's my inventory, and that's what their stock is. So the prices vary between different shops. Sometimes it's a little bit more, sometimes it's a little bit less. You need to get a feel for it. Right now, from playing, I know that 6 euros for 1 can of coffee is quite steep. There are some shops, I think, where it's just down to 4 euros, and the gasoline is okay. So you just want to keep buying the stuff here. It's really hard to run out of money unless you really intend to, at least in this version. Also, I'm not too happy with the screen constantly fading in and out, but this is the jam version. So now we know how much money we still have, how much coffee we got, and how much fatigue we feel. 1 coffee cures between 20 or 15 or something along those lines fatigue. So we're not going to have some coffee right now, despite the game telling us we should have some. But for now, let's just continue. And again, we're here back on the map screen. And you see how the game is being played. It's just, choose the best road, stock up on resources or not, and keep going. But there's one little joker or incident, let's call it. But I think we will happen upon it shortly. So still got some kilometers to cover and got a lot of time left. So again, I'm just looking for the road that is the steepest decline. Since we only have here level roads and inclined roads, the next thing I go for, okay, this is terrible. The road is terrible, which will cause a lot of fatigue, but it's not too long. So let's go steady on road B. And it took me 10 minutes, and the longer it takes you, of course, the more fatigue it causes you. And if it's a bad road, it's a multiplier and so on. But I think we will see this in the code review. So it cost me 28 additional fatigue. Like I said, it's 100 and we're here at 42 now. So we should, see if we can get some coffee. Okay, you see this? The price here for coffee is just €3. So we just buy them all. And gasoline, yeah, it's a good thing to be around 30, to have around 30 gasoline. You never know. Yeah, but like I said, if you only run out of money if you just keep spending it without looking. So let's have one coffee, and you see it restored 29 fatigue. So shall we have another? No, I think we're good. We're good. Okay, fair incline, terrible incline, steep decline, but it's a terrible road. I will go with road B then, and fast, but this will burn. If I go fast on an incline, it will burn through gasoline quite a lot. But let's see how long it takes us. 10 minutes is not that much. Okay, 9 gasoline is okay for 20 fatigue, which is so-so. Will I buy something? Yes. Some more coffee. You never can have too much coffee. And with the gasoline, yeah, I think 25 should be plenty. Have one coffee, and let's continue. Fair incline, level bad decline. Yeah, it's a level road. Let's go fast on the level road. If you always go fast, you might run out of gasoline. So, but I think we should be good right now. Peter's Pump welcomes us. Let's invest heavily in more coffee. And you see this, the price here for the gasoline is very low. So I just bought all the gasoline they have at this gas pump. It's apparently not a lot of gasoline that's in this fictitious country or county. Okay, we have here a steep incline, steep decline, and good. You know what? Let's go fast on the steep decline. And really, yeah, it just took me 10 minutes for 37 kilometers because we were just racing downhill. Didn't even spend a lot of gasoline and don't have a lot of fatigue or additional fatigue. So this was good. So you can see how this game is played. You get a hang of it. And the fun of this game is just figuring out or getting a feel for how the values behave under the hood, pun intended. So Speedo Shop. I don't know why I came up with those names. Peter's Pump and Speedo Shop. Who knows? Okay, more gasoline and more coffee because we might need the coffee. So let's keep on going. And you're probably wondering, yeah, what's the whole thing? Steep incline, steep decline. Yeah, let's go there. The whole thing with the sacrificial trail. What's the sacrifice is about apart from just sacrificing money for a coffee? I mean, this is quite a stretch. Let's be honest. But yeah, because this is a random event, it's not entirely random, but largely random. And I think the implementation is shady. It might not happen what I want to happen, but I'm pretty sure that it will happen. Let's just keep going and see if it happens or not. There it is. Thank you. Oh, a unicorn appears in your headlights. It comes closer as you halt and roll down the window. The unicorn kindly asks for a sacrifice. Why is there an S missing? My ass! Never mind. How much coffee will you spare? You have 18. So you can select here how much coffee you want to give to the unicorn. And you know what? Let's go with 14. 14 sounds good. Spoiler alert, if you want to play this, you want to skip ahead because I'm going to tell you now how much coffee you need to sacrifice to the unicorn. And the number is 8. You need to sacrifice 8 coffees for the best ending. So I think if I just go for 10 coffees, we will get it. The unicorn nods and leaves. You still got 8 coffee left. So yeah, now we can just try and get as fast to the ending as possible because I don't want to bore you any longer. You see, there is not much to the game. So let's have one coffee. 73 kilometers. Steep incline, level, bad or terrible. Let's go with a fair road for 13 kilometers. Let's see, 44 additional fatigue. You can see, yeah, if it's an incline and you take too long, it really causes you a lot of fatigue. Yeah, like I said, I don't want to bore you any long with this. Some people who played it commented that it was a little bit too long or too samey and not very interesting. And yeah, I definitely see it. I wanted to include some kind of random events or yes, just something more to the game because right now it's very mechanical. This is why I decided to keep working on it to make it a little bit more interesting to play as a browser game. So we're at 60 kilometers, still got 92 minutes left, so we don't have to worry about time, just that we make it. So fair decline or the bad decline, you know what, let's go with a fair decline. Yeah, I always wanted to have this kind of fade in so that you know it's a progression, you're traveling, and this is how I try to do this via text without having any graphics because didn't have time for any graphics. Okay, so let's buy something at Hinterland, refueling. Got enough coffee, you know what, let's oh, of course, we've ran out of money. We've ran out of money, but this is okay. We don't have to go any further. Steep decline fair, 16 kilometers. Yeah, it's 43 kilometers still. So yeah, I think with what we can make it with what we got. Okay, the unicorn appeared again. The likelihood of the unicorn appearing is bigger the closer you get to the ending. So I think it in this version because you want to make sure as a programmer that the player gets to see the unicorn at least once or twice. I don't think it always worked out, but yeah, I think it did. So let's buy something we can still afford. 2 cans of gasoline or 2 liters of gasoline, but I think we should be fine. We should be fine. Okay, 27 kilometers, good incline, fair decline, bad decline. Let's go with a fair decline. Almost 12 minutes. Yeah, we're racing for 22 kilometers. Okay, almost there. No, we won't buy anything. Let's have 1 coffee just to be sure. 5 kilometers. So now each road is just 5 kilometers. So we're going to take this one and hear the ending sequence, which I'm quite proud is a strong word, but I'm not too unhappy with. Again, the writing could be improved, but I like the overall mood and what's happening. You have arrived at your final destination. You're prepared for what's to come. There are still 60 minutes left to the calamity, so which is good. You arrive with 60 minutes left. You have never been here, but seen this place so many times before. In your nightmares. A hooded figure emerges from the darkness of the forest and motions you to a slab of granite, half protruding from the ground. It's a crude stairwell hewn into the ancient stone. As you descend, you take a last look at your surroundings. Damn. A white unicorn is watching you with shiny eyes. It knows, and so do you. You enter a low chamber deep underneath the roots and soil of the forest. It is illuminated by torches and 4 other hooded figures holding them. Their soot blackens the moist ceiling as you are led to a block of solid granite in the middle. You strip bare and lay face up onto the stone. It's terribly cold and wet, but you don't care anymore. With a deep breath, you close your eyes for a moment. Try to calm yourself as you hear the hooded congregation recite verses in an otherworldly tongue. I'm sorry, one whispers in your direction. Don't be, you whisper back. Sacrifices must be made. Your voice dry and as cold as the steel of the dagger with the undulating blade that's being thrust into your chest. It hurts. But not for long. You decide to close your eyes and see the shape of a unicorn dance before them for a moment. This blue text here is different at each ending you get, since we think, yeah, we got the best ending, unless of course it was the buggy version, but no, this looks to be like the best ending. The unicorn. It looks at you, and after a moment of hesitation, it gallops closer. You can feel the creatures of the void tearing at your soul, every fiber, every shred they want to devour. But you have made a powerful friend. With flaming hooves it hovers around you, fends off the tentacles and tendrils of the nameless things, ripping them to shreds one by one until they are no more. The two of you fade into a stellar mist, a shining light of virtue. The world is saved, but it doesn't concern you anymore, as you had to leave it behind. After all, sacrifices must be made. Then darkness, all engulfing darkness. And that's the game. If we continue now, we get this little play. Thank you for playing a game by me, made in 48 hours. And here are some statistics. You managed to cover the distance with in 123 minutes. Yeah, just statistics. And you finished the game in 249 turns. A turn counts even if you just buy something at the shop, because it reloads the page, which counts as a turn in Twine. You sacrificed 13 items to the unicorn and saw ending number 1 of 6. By the way, number 1 is the best ending. And as always, it says do better, and we could restart the game. This was the jam version, and I really want to show you now the post-jam version, just a little bit, not I think don't think the whole playthrough again, because there's still not much more to it, but a little bit. And yeah, I really want to show you. Looks quite similar, but we're here at version 1.04. And yeah, the changelog here changed the game over text, added some scorekeeping, and did some more additional tweaks. By the way, this one is very buggy, and it's still from last year, so I haven't touched it this year because I didn't have the time to. But yeah, bad evaluation state. Oh, we need to reload the page. Now it should. No, restart. Yes. There we go. Okay, so if this happens, like I said, it's a buggy version, and internally it still refers to the data structures from the game we played before. So this is why it didn't work. So it's the same intro again, as you can see, but as you can probably hear right now, there's music now. I made very quickly, in fact, just fired up my dark synthesizers, and yeah, just came up with something moody. And here in the beginning, I wanted it to be a little bit uplifting, melancholic, but once this is over, yeah, we're into the game and it's just dark and moody. So don't look back. And faintly you can see there are some just graphics in the background. Again, we still have here those radio buttons I'm not too happy with, but at least yeah, it looks a little bit, the whole thing a little bit more tidy and yeah, cleaned up. But the game underneath is overall pretty much the same, apart from the unicorn handling, but which I will get to in the code review. Because in this version here, in the post-jam version, the unicorn just doesn't is happy with if you just give it 8 coffee, it doesn't care anymore, because you get the best ending. In this version here, in the post-jam version, I made a lot of tweaks to the unicorn, because it now depends how much coffee you have, how much coffee you're holding back from the unicorn, yeah, or if you're at your last can of coffee and you still decide to sacrifice it to the unicorn. So this all yeah, factors into how favorably the unicorn sees your sacrifice. So it's quite different from just counting up a variable. So we will go with the steep incline, road C. And we have sound effects. And what is this blue thing here in the background? Well, if I scale down, no, it doesn't work like this. If I resize now here my browser, you can see it. Yes, it's a road that's leading nowhere. This actually looks quite nice when you're playing this game on mobile, just in vertical mode. Yeah, but it's just a little bit of flavor, graphics, or like here, it's just something to give you a little bit of the mood that I intended. And this is also why the sound is there. It's all just mood flavor for pretty much the same game. Okay, in this game there sometimes there are shops and there are stops without shops. And of course, yeah, you can see here it's a little bit better and yeah, cleaned up the whole layout. So let's get some more gasoline and some terribly expensive rest stop coffee. So let's don't have coffee. I want to show you the unicorn. Should we meet it? Steep decline, good road. Yeah, let's go fast on a steep declining road. I really like to have all those little sound effects there. So yeah, I will visit the shop. I think this is the version with the shop. I'm not quite sure because I made so many different versions and work on versions. Okay, let's have some more coffee. Yeah, let's just keep playing until we get to the unicorn, I hope. No, but I will visit the shop there and stock up on. I have one coffee, yes. Steep decline, terrible, good level. Let's go here fast on the good road. It's just 13 fatigue, so the calculations of this, how this gets calculated, again, I refer you to my video of the code review after I recorded it and put it up, of course. Okay, yeah, this is not very interesting, is it? Terrible decline, steep decline, fair. Yeah, let's go here. I really hope that I didn't botch up the implementation of the unicorn here. But as it was before, the chances that you encounter the unicorn get higher the further you go along. So steep incline, decline, steep decline, good. Let's take road C. Yeah, right now I'm very aware of the shortcomings of this game. It's just you can't make, like Sid Meier said, and I always quote him so often, you can't make interesting decisions, or not that many. And this is a little bit boring. You just feel like you're juggling numbers in a spreadsheet, which at the end of the day, I mean, it is, right? Steep incline, incline, terrible decline, incline. This doesn't, steep incline, 22 kilometers. We might run out here of our fatigue, I think. Let's try road B again here for 36 minutes. Yeah, the longer you take. Okay, 61 additional fatigue. This is good. We are at 71 fatigue now, so let's visit the shop and just stock up there on coffee and just have a lot of coffee. At last. I wanted to skip ahead until we see the unicorn. Finally, the unicorn appeared, and we can, as always, choose a different amount of cans of coffee we want to sacrifice. And the red bar there down below near the confirm button is still for debugging purposes that I left in there. So let's confirm this. The unicorn thanks me and leaves with my coffee. And yeah, this is pretty much the whole game here. You know what? Let's game over now here, because this video is again getting way out of hand for this short game. So let's get fast. No, let's go slow on the terrible steep decline road, and let's either run out of time or we will probably fatigue. Oh, I ran out of gas along the way. So I wanted the music there to stop so that it's really an impact. So you notice that you're out of gas as your car rolls to a stop. Stranded in the middle of the night in an unfamiliar environment, there's not much you can do but wait. As the calamity reaches you 16 minutes later, you are not surprised. I had this. Sometimes you would run out of gasoline and time, and then it would read, as the calamity reaches you, minus 23 minutes later, you are not surprised. So yeah, this was a case of testing. So once you game over, get this little message: for one reason or another you didn't make it. The calamity engulfs the land and takes it all with nothing to stop it, devouring every living being and then everything that's dead as well. It reigns supreme in an endless void of cosmic decadence, terror, and indifference. Wow, this is some very purple prose there that I wrote. But I think, hearkening to all those Lovecraftian style, I thought it would be funny. And once you game over, you get one of a few hints. Like, keep your fatigue below 100 by drinking coffee, driving fast long distances on bad roads fatigue you faster than going slow on good roads. So we can, this is also nice. We have statistics here. So after each run, good or bad, you get this little statistics screen, just that the game scores your performance, because it's a game. It's a game. We got here some more statistics. Gasoline spent minus. Okay, yeah, this can't be. This can't be right. Like I said, it's still in development, and this can't be right. But unicorn mood, yeah, this is just for me a debugging tool to see where the unicorn stands towards you, and this being on the plus side means it's good. The unicorn kind of likes you. Okay, this was the Sacrificial Trail, also the post-gen version. Thank you for your interest and thank you for watching. If you want to know a little bit about Twine programming, because this is with Ludum Dare I got into Twine, head over to Pixel Prophecy for the code review. And I think this is all I wanted to say. It's been crazy the past couple of weeks, so much stuff, start of a new year and everyone's at work coming at you and you don't have as much time for YouTube as you wish, but things are looking up and oh, look at that, I still got some coffee and I will sacrifice it now to the unicorn. Oh dear, oh dear.